All right, welcome back, everyone. We are jumping right into the chilling season premiere of Kalindi, and wow, what a start. Just when we thought the village of Amaroli had finally found some peace by honoring Kalindi as their protector, well, a whole new kind of darkness is creeping in.
And this is the question, right? This is the one that just hangs over the entire episode. Can a protector become death itself? I mean, what do you do when the very being you worship, the one you literally built a temple for, suddenly feels like the enemy? It just sets this incredibly dark and scary tone for what's coming.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Emeroli is gripped by this new unspeakable terror. That peace they had, yeah, it's about to be completely shattered.
So it all starts with something truly awful. A 3-month-old baby is found dead. And the way it died is just beyond disturbing. The doctor says there isn't a single drop of blood left in its body. It's like something just sucked it all out. Absolutely terrifying.
And just when you think it can't get any worse, this happens. The statue of Kalindi, their guardian, the very symbol of their safety, starts bleeding from its eyes, like actual thick red liquid dripping down. So now their protector looks like it's weeping blood. You can imagine how well that goes over with the terrified villagers.
And right there, that's the moment everything flips. The villagers' faith just evaporates, and it's replaced by pure terror. The name Kalindi, which they used to pray to, is now being whispered like a curse. Everyone is convinced she's turned on them, that their protector is now the predator. But, of course, there's always one person who isn't buying it, and that's our hero, Savitri. She refuses to believe Kalindi is evil. I mean, she fought to get Kalindi recognized in the first place, so while everyone else is losing their minds, she starts her own investigation.
And the stuff she finds is weird. It doesn't fit the story. First, she sees 2 tiny blue marks on the baby's neck. Then, she finds these strange little red, muddy footprints leading away from the house. On top of that, the head priest vanished, poof. And then there's a pile of tantric ash found near another kid who was almost attacked. You see where this is going? None of this screams all-powerful spirit. This feels different.
So this is the big question, right? If Kalindi is the killer, why are all the clues so bizarre? I mean, think about it. A spirit of her power doesn't need to leave footprints. It doesn't need to use tantric ash. It just doesn't make any sense. The pieces don't fit. So who or what is really pulling the strings here?
Well, just as we're all trying to figure it out, the show pulls back the curtain, and we see the real villain and his absolutely sinister plot.
And here he is, Thakur Dharmveer. We see him talking to a little silver box, and you can hear a child crying from inside it. He's not talking to Kalindi. He's talking to some poor spirit he's trapped, and he's using it as a weapon. His goal is crystal clear. It's not just about scaring people. It's about making them hate Kalindi.
So let's break down just how twisted this plan is. First, he uses black magic to capture the spirit of Kalindi's own child. Unbelievable. Then he forces that poor kid's spirit to carry out these attacks. Those little red footprints? Yeah, they're from the child's spirit. It's all a setup to frame Kalindi, to make everyone think she's a monster, and completely undo all the good that Savitri did.
So this all boils over at the temple. The villagers are basically a mob now, with torches and axes ready to tear down Kalindi's statue. And just as they're about to do it, she appears. And this is when we finally see what's really going on.
This is so key to understanding the climax. On one side, you have the villagers. They see a terrifying demon full of unholy rage attacking them. It's everything they feared. But what's actually happening? It's a mother in agony. It's a desperate attempt to reach her child. Her rage isn't evil. It's pure, unfiltered grief and pain. She appears on the roof of the temple, and yeah, she looks terrifying, eyes like burning coals. But you quickly realize this isn't the look of a monster on the attack. It's grief. The priest even calls it the furious form of her motherhood. It's the kind of rage that only comes from a desperate mother trying to save her kid. And this leads us to the final, just gut-wrenching reveal of the episode. We're about to see how a mother's love can be twisted into a weapon, and how her pain becomes a literal storm. Then you see it. Next to Kalindi, her child's spirit appears, all faint and shimmering.
But it's not free. There's a glowing black chain wrapped around it, holding it captive. This is it. This is how Dharmveer is controlling everything and torturing Kalindi. And here's the absolute cruelest part of the whole plan. Every single time Kalindi tries to reach out and touch her child, to just comfort him, that magical chain sends a massive shock of pain right through her. It's torture. And that repeated agony of seeing your child in pain and getting hurt every time you try to help, that's what turns her sorrow into a physical, devastating storm that's wrecking the village.
And that's the cliffhanger. They just leave us there. Kalindi's love for her child has literally been turned into a weapon against her, and her pain is tearing apart the very people she's meant to protect. So the big question we're all left with is, can Savitri break that chain? Can she stop this before Kalindi's grief destroys everything? We'll have to wait and see.